Hello and welcome to this bonus part of the social eating system. So the first part was very much about going in with intention. Are we in fuel mode where we're going to be a bit more mindful of our choices because we're not that excited, or we're a bit more mindful about our goals? Or are we going to go into fun mode where we're allowing ourselves more freedom? Well, in this second part, in this bonus strategies, we're looking at strategies which apply whether we're in fun or fuel mode. And they also apply to things like if you're having cake in the office for a birthday, or if we're having, say, a takeaway, because that is also another form of social eating. So we're going to go to the world of investment for this and the laws of diminishing return. In simple terms, it means that there's a point where adding more of something doesn't give you as much benefit as it used to. We're translating this to eating. So if we think of it here, the first few mouthfuls of anything delicious where we're like, oh my God, this tastes amazing. This is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. We get the most enjoyment from this very first mouthful. It's almost as much as getting the enjoyment from the anticipation of having these foods. Then we're going to have some more mouthfuls of this. Ironic that I can't say it because it's a bit of a mouthful. The next few mouthfuls, we're still going to be like, oh my God, this is really good. Cool, bro. But really, you're not getting as much excitement as those first couple of mouthfuls. And really, at this point, continuing to have this is nothing new. It's not going to bring any more enjoyment than those first few mouthfuls. So we can apply this to when we're having something delicious. If we are a bit more present and mindful and really think about the food, the texture, and not be distracted or in a rush, and really take our time to enjoy the food, what we'll find is actually we're probably satisfied after a few mouthfuls. And then we have to think, it's okay to leave food. We don't have to finish everything on our plate. And the laws of diminishing return really bring us to that point, because this is really when we're having foods that are super palatable, like chocolate, crisps, cake, desserts, these kind of things. Even if you want, you can think about it in terms of pizza. Like the first slice of pizza is amazing. But by, say, the 12th slice, you're a bit like, okay, it's the same thing. If we think about, I don't know if you've seen me talk about it on my social media. I went to New York for my 30th, which I'm very grateful for. I'm very, humble about. I understand, I'm very lucky to have done this. But we went to the ticket booth where you get discounted tickets, and we ended up booking 5 shows. The first show, super exciting Broadway show. By the 5th show, it was kind of the norm. It took away how special this actually was. And the same thing with food. Anyway, we're going to move on from this. So here are some other ways that I might navigate social eating to maybe also align with my goals. So first thing, second date. Imagine you are dating. If it's not a fuck yes to wanting to see the person again, it's really a no, isn't it? And the same thing with something on a menu. If it's not a hell yes, I really want this, and you're having it just because everyone else is having, say, a starter or a dessert, but you're not that excited about it, don't bother. Just sit it out and wait till you can have something that really does excite you. So yeah, we're all about upping our standards in our dating life as well as our eating life. So think of it in terms of dating. If it's not a hell yes, I want to rip its clothes off, it's maybe a no. Secondly, pick and mix. The 2 out of 4 method, or you might want to do 3 out of 4 method, means that you pick 2 to 3 out of 4 of these options. Starter, main course, dessert, and a drink. A calorific drink, like an alcoholic drink. So if you think of it in those terms, be like, okay, well, I can still enjoy being with my friends. I can still be social. I can still enjoy the meal. but actually I am still putting some parameters in there to honor my goals at the end of the day. So I'm still having a starter and dessert, but you know what? I'm just going to have a water with it because I'm just not that first. I want to enjoy my food. That's where I want to spend my calories. That's where I want to spend my energy. So pick and mix is a strategy that I sometimes use. Next, sharing is caring. I do this a lot, especially with desserts. Sometimes all you need is a taste of something. So consider sharing a dish with someone else. I do this both with dessert. So me and Simone will share a dessert. In other ways, we will share a main and have a salad side dish. So we are honoring that we want something super delicious and maybe something a bit more indulgent, but we're also going to have some salad or some veg that is going to fill us up and satisfy us, but also be something that is lower calorie and honor our health. So sharing is caring. Next, in terms of buffets, I have a one plate rule that I try and apply to buffets. So it's about having everything you want on one serving rather than keeping going back to the buffet, because that's when you kind of lose track of how much you've eaten. Whereas actually, if you have everything you want on a plate, a little bit of a taste of everything, including the things that maybe you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't really be having that. Have it, be mindful, enjoy it, but just don't go back for seconds. And if you really want, you can also have a plate of dessert or a small plate or bowl of sweet foods you want as well. But again, be like I would at dinner time. I'm just going to have a plate rather than keep going back. So make sure you're having what you want, but just put some parameters in there. Anyway, I didn't need to say, Thirdly, I don't know why I said thirdly either. It's number 5. Take me home. Yes, you do not have to clear your plate. Even if, you want dessert, you can take some off your dinner home and have it another day. You can enjoy food again. I have done that when I have gone out for food on my own. I'm like, you know what? I want a dessert as well. Don't really want to finish this. I'm going to be uncomfortably full. I can enjoy this again tomorrow. So don't be afraid to ask to take things home. We don't want to waste food and we can enjoy it all over again. And then finally, before and after the event, go back to your normal diet, your normal way of eating. Let's not try and overcompensate for eating out, over or under, to be honest, because you don't want to go into these situations super hungry. And also, you don't want to let this occasional dictate how you feel about your progress. You want to get back to normal, back into the groove as soon as possible, because we are an average of our actions over time, not the sum total of one meal out. So there are some bonus strategies that will hopefully help you navigate social eating situations. You're welcome. Next, we're going to be talking about social drinking. Yes, we are. We're going to get lit, mama. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and trying to be cool. Goodbye.